Hey, what's up? This is Sully from Godsmack. Strap on those boots, baby, because you are now in the trenches of the war room with the one and only Mistress Carrie right here on the Mistress Carrie podcast.
What's up? This is Joe Rogan, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie.
Her hair so lovely, pretty eyes.
Hey, this is Brent from Shinedown, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie. Hey, Carrie, go put your bra on, girl.
Hey, this is Steven Tyler, and you be listening to the baddest bitch in Boston, Mistress Carrie.
What's up? This is Aaron from Stain, and you're listening to Mistress Carrie.
Hi, everybody. This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters, and you're listening to the one, the only Mistress Carrie.
Hey, this is David from the band Disturbed, and you're listening to the baddest bitch in Boston, Mistress Carrie.
Hi, Bruce Dickinson here from Iron Maiden. Yes, indeed, Miss Whiplash herself, Mistress Carrie, is here to unchain your brain.
Hi, this is Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You're listening to Mistress Carrie.
This is Dennis Leary. You are listening to my favorite, Mistress Carrie.
Hey, this is Corey from Stone Sour, and you have the privilege of listening to Mistress Carrie.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's Mistress Carrie reporting for duty from MCHQ for a bonus episode of the Mistress Carrie podcast. And before we get to my special guest, Barry Kerch from Shinedown, I want to let you know what's going on with my radio shows. Well, you may have seen on social media that on Valentine's Day 2025, I launched Mornings with Mistress Carrie on Lazer 99.3 and 98.5 in Springfield, Massachusetts. Now, if you're already listening to the Mistress Carrie radio show on 100 FM The Pike in Worcester, Massachusetts, on 106.3 The Bone in Portland, Maine, or on 98 Rock in Charleston, South Carolina, or on any of the stations that I'm on through Westwood One, well, nothing's changed. But I did add a new station this week, and I'm very excited. You can find all the information about all of the radio shows at mistresscarrie.com. So if I'm going to launch a brand new show on a brand new station, day one, I got to bring out the big guns. Barry Kerch from Shinedown, who's getting ready to release Shinedown's brand new album and kick off the Dance Kid Dance Tour that's coming to the TD Garden on July 19th. Well, I got to get him on the show. So, a bonus episode of the Mistress Carrie podcast. Here's my conversation with Barry Kerch from Shinedown on my brand new radio show. Well, let me answer the Lazer studio phone on my first day and see who's calling. Hello.
Well, hello, Mistress Carrie.
Barry Kerch from Shinedown. I would know that voice anywhere.
Oh, it's good to hear your voice.
How are you?
I'm great. Congrats on the new show.
Day one. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes. Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours as well.
We have been teasing that I was taking over mornings here on Lazer for like a week, and a lot of people guessed when they heard my voice. Other people were like, whose obnoxious cackling laugh is that? And now they know.
Well, you're one of a kind. They should be proud to have you there.
I told everybody this new morning show was going to be basically an extension of the radio show that I've always done, giving people access to the artists in a way that I get, to let them get to know you guys the way that I've been fortunate enough to get to know you guys. And,
cool.
You know, having you guys on the podcast and over the years being able to sit down, all the conversations we have backstage at the, after the show's over on the tour bus, that's
Sure.
the stuff that I want to give people, a little bit of a clue. I don't want to tell them all the secrets, but I want to tell them some.
Well, you got to hold some to your chest, right? You got to hold on to some of those things close just so you have them in the back pocket for that one time you need it.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes I got to call in a favor.
Yes.
But I love the idea that, rather than the morning show where I've got to do waka waka impressions and voices, that we can talk about music, which is what I love to do.
I think that makes it interesting. The old pattern of morning shows where just trying to wake you up like a cup of coffee is really annoying, actually.
I do have a bone to pick with you because I had Mr. Eric. I had Mr. Eric Bass on the Mistress Carrie podcast recently, and the last time you came on the show, we were talking about all of the delicious hot sauces that you've been putting together for Shinedown. I was grilling you about the new record.
Mm-hmm.
And you had given me some information. I realized it was in the moment. And then when I had Eric Bass on the show, he was like, yeah, that's not what's actually happening. Did you lie to me or did you just not know?
No, I didn't lie. The timetable changed. You think I'm in control? You think I can hold Brent Smith down? That dude changes every single day. So what the information I gave you at the time was real, and then it all changed.
So this is what we know. The Dance Kid Dance Tour is coming to the TD Garden in Boston, July 19th, with Bush and Morgan Wade. That we know.
Yes, we know that for sure.
We know that you've released 2 new songs, Dance Kid Dance and 365.
Yes, correct.
We do not know the name of the record, and we do not know when we're getting it. Can you give me that highly classified information here on Lazer?
If I had it, I would give it to you because we are long friends. But I truly don't have either of those answers.
You're the drummer of the band, Barry. How do you not know the answer to these questions?
Well, we haven't come up with a name yet because it hasn't really raised its hand yet. And as far as the release, we're waiting to get everything finalized, mixed, mastered, and all the artwork and stuff. So we haven't put a date on it yet.
But
so I don't know.
Are the songs done?
The vast majority. I think maybe one more, maybe. I don't know.
Is it going to be like every other Shinedown record that when you guys do come up with the title and you come up with the whole packaging, that there's going to be like a color theme? Because you guys are really good at that.
I think so. And there has been talks of that kind of thing. It won't be a concept record this time. I can tell you that.
Yeah, that I got confirmed.
Awesome collection of songs.
Right. That I knew.
But yeah, well, I think we will do a color scheme because that leads into merch items and just cool things and the way we can design the lighting on stage and all of that. So I think there will be some sort of concept, and there's been a few things floating around, but I don't really have anything set in stone.
Be honest, you guys just do the color themes so that Zach Myers can have custom sneakers made. Don't lie.
There's that too. He never shares, though. He doesn't get us any.
I know. And he definitely doesn't get them to me because he knows I have 2 different size feet, so I need 2 pairs.
Yeah, well, he could do it. I mean, he is sponsored by Jordan. You think he'd help a brother and sister out, but he doesn't.
But he doesn't. F that guy. That's why you're on the show today and not him.
That's right.
Because you hooked me up with coffee.
I do.
When are we going to do the Mistress Carrie Blueberry Cobbler coffee with Spartan Brews? We got to do that.
We can do that. That's easy.
That would be delicious.
We have the technology. I don't particularly like flavored coffees, but a lot of people do, and we can make that one happen.
Blueberry coffee is really good ice, too, which is a very New England thing. We like iced coffee all year round.
Yeah, I do too. Honestly, I like my coffee iced or a cold brew more than I do a hot cup of coffee unless it's really cold outside, which I live in Florida. It's really never that cold outside.
Yeah, let's be honest. When it dips down to like 40, you guys are acting like you're on the Arctic.
I'll have you know it got in the 20s for about a week here.
No. Are you okay?
It shut the city down.
Well, you and I will take this coffee conversation offline, but I'm going to hold you to that because that would be awesome.
Fair. We can do that.
Thank you for setting the bar very high on day 1 here at Lazer. The first rock star on my new show. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. And I would, anytime you call, I'll be there.
Well, I'm going to be in the crowd screaming my head off at the Garden. I cannot wait to see the Dance Kid Dance Tour. Super excited.
You and me both. I'm still trying to put it together and figure out what we're going to do. It'll be fun.
By the way, Gavin's cooking show launched last night. Are you guys going to make him cook for you backstage? I totally would.
No, but I want to cook with him. I love to cook too.
There you go.
And he's a really nice guy. The couple times I've met him, he was really, really sweet. So
I don't know if it's a British thing, but there are certain rock stars that I say can charm the pants off a nun, and that's one of them.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that he's absolutely a gorgeous man.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt. Barry, thank you so much. You know how much I love you guys, and I can't wait for Shinedown to come back to New England.
Love you as well, and congrats again on the new morning show, and I'll see you soon.
There he is, Barry Kerch from Shinedown, the Dance Kid Dance Tour, coming to the TD Garden in Boston on July 19th. And just keep listening to the Mistress Carrie podcast and, of course, the Mistress Carrie radio shows to find out exactly when this new album is coming out and what they're going to call it. If you want details on all of the Mistress Carrie radio shows, including my new show, Mornings with Mistress Carrie, on Lazer 99.3 and 98.5 in Springfield, Massachusetts, I put all the Mistress Carrie links in the show notes. You'll also find all of Shinedown's links and all the Barry Kerch links There's also links to Barry's other appearances on the Mistress Carrie podcast and a link to last year's most popular episode of the Mistress Carrie podcast, episode 189. It's Brent Smith from Shinedown and I telling the story of the famous Simple Man performance. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday, plus every weekday you get the sit rep. All of your rock news, music headlines, and entertainment updates in about 5 minutes. And you never know when we're going to release a bonus episode. Join me live every Tuesday night at 8:30 Eastern for my weekly streaming video show, Cocktails in the War Room. Get the details on all of that and more at mistresscarrie.com. The Mistress Carrie Podcast, a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network.